Hi, and welcome to jyndrawz. In today's video, we're going to be doing a quick little book tour of this book I bought. It is called Dinas World. It is a collection of her artwork from Dina Norlund. I will have her channel linked down below. I was lucky enough to be able to purchase this book. Hopefully they will get the shipping worked out so that they can ship and sell this book some more. There will only be 300 copies of this book, so I feel very lucky and very blessed to have gotten a copy of this book. I have followed Dina since August 2nd of 2020 until she passed. I still follow her channel. Her family posts updates on the channel over the projects they're working on in her memory. One of being was this book, and the other is a movie they are making about her life and artwork. I can't wait till that comes out. I know it's quite a big project. They did a Kickstarter for it. And yes, everything takes a lot of time, especially when you are solo funding it and doing it all yourself. I do have two other books from Dina, and one is called The Snow Cat Prince. This one is in English. This is the second reprint of it. I was lucky enough to get a copy of it. The first one had sold out when she had done her Kickstarter years ago, and I had just missed out on that, but I was lucky enough to find this. I believe I bought it on Amazon. It is a wonderful little book. It is, yeah, just so beautiful and a great story. And the second book I have is called Vil. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's all in Norwegian. I cannot read Norwegian yet. I am hoping to get enough understanding that I can read it without having to use Google Translate. And maybe one day this will also be available in English as well. But again, I got the book because I love her artwork. I love her style and the storytelling. And it's just so inspiring to flip through and look at the images and look at the story, and using Google Translate just to read the story. But as you see, some pages don't even have text. You can just, she was such a great storyteller. You could tell what was going on in the scene without even reading any of the text. So now I have 3 books from her. I hope they bring out the other books she had wrote, and will make them available for purchase as well, in Norwegian or in English preferred, but hey, I will take anything because she was a great artist and I want to support her legacy and her family. And with the book, I got this owner's certificate, and in there they state how to open the book, how to treat the book, and that there will only be 300 copies of this book. So I'm so glad to be one of 300. It is a hefty book. It weighs almost 6 kilos, which is almost like about 12 pounds, roughly rounded. So it is a huge book. There's 1,152 pages. And yeah, I'm so glad I got it. It was, well, expensive is a big word to say, but considering how big the book is and how heavy it is and the mass and all that went into it, it is definitely well worth it. It was worth every single cent. And now I'm going to cut it open. I was so nervous to cut it open. I was like, should I even open it? Should I just leave it sealed in plastic? No, I really want to read it and look through everything and just absorb everything that has gone into producing this book. I think it took about 1.5 years for them to gather all of her artwork and sort it and get it into book form. I know it was quite a process, and I'm so glad that her family did this for her legacy. And now let's get that certificate out of the way because this book is ginormous. Ginormous, this book. I had to remove my camera just to be able to fit it all on screen, and I cleaned off my whole desk just so that you could see this cover. As you see, it's embossed. It has gold foiling on it. And this inside cover is the stills from the animation she had for her YouTube videos. Her YouTube account is still active on YouTube. You can view all of her videos. They're all still available to be seen. I will link it down below so that you can also get to know who she was and watch all of her old videos and enjoy what a great artist she was. her family does post on it once in a while, updates over the book and the movie and any little events or things like that. So I advise you to subscribe and check out her channel. And this was her. Oh, taken way too young, way too young. And everything in the book is in chronological order, I believe, from what I've seen so far. I haven't gotten to read it fully yet. I've only just flipped through it a little bit here and there as we opened it and I looked through it. And then I went to open it to the middle because that's what they said to do in the certificate to prevent the binding and the spine of the book from breaking. Because this book is on the maximum thickness and amount of pages for any book and a binding that doesn't fall apart, and how they've stitched it all together. Here you can see some, I believe these are from a mermaid. In May, there's a challenge to draw mermaids based on a theme per day. Many artists back in the day did that. Drawing with Waffles, I know, was also very big into that. She also drew every mermaid pretty much and posted videos about it. And here I'm flipping backwards in time. Some of these I've seen already via posts, or they were in her videos where she talked about drawing them or making them. And as you can see, she was just a great artist. She did a lot of watercolor, but she also did a lot of digital art. I'm not sure if she ever combined the two, but I know she was great in both mediums. And everything, it just tells a story, and it's just so fascinating to see everything. And now I have her full collection and I can look at it in awe, and hopefully one day I can be as great of an artist as she was. She was very talented and is really missed in the art community. And some of these things here I'm showing you are from projects she did for school. As you can see, just so much detail and just so great, so great. Even her older stuff is just amazing and awe-inspiring. And now let's go back towards going in the right direction of the years so you can see the progression. And isn't that witch and cat so cute? It's just the cutest thing ever. So stylized, so, yeah, just so lifelike and so awesome. I love it. And you can see some watercolor work there that she did. She was very gifted. And I know gifted isn't probably the right word. She worked very hard at her art. And she really just could tell a story on a page, just with one image. And here are some, this looks like a pages out of the Snowcat Prince book. And I really love that. It looks like a trading card on the right there with the fire and ice type thing going on. Really awesome. And that cat with the crown, he's just so cute. And on the left there, I get very much a Loish feel. She's also an artist. I believe her and Ren from Drawing with Waffles all came up around the same time and were very popular on the internet around the same time, and that's very much a Loish feel to me there. I don't know if she was inspired by Loish or not, or if she knew Loish, but I get very a Loish feel from that. And then on this page, it talked about how she didn't do any 3D modeling, but how she had interest in it, and this was one she had modeled but never had printed. I mean, wow. That's just also something I would like to try and get a hand in, but I know it takes really a lot, and I just don't have the time for it just yet. Someday soon. Some more character art, and you just see the whole story there. You just can think, what were they thinking? And just so pretty. Even her unfinished tales, they're just, you already see a story developing. You're like, wow, I wonder where this could have gone, where it all could have, ended up, and what book she was thinking of, or story, or zine or anything. Some more unfinished tales. I mean, just look at all those characters. Just so wonderful. I advise, if you can get this book, do get this book when it becomes available again. Go to their website. I'll have it linked down below, and make sure you're on the wish list. Because I think for any artist, for any inspiring artist, or anybody who knew Dina's work should get this book. I think it's just wow. I think it's a great tribute to her memory, and to be able to see everything that she maybe didn't even have on the internet, but just in her own little sketchbook, and that they put this all into one book for us to enjoy and preserve. And the back cover also has the stills from that animation. I think it really pulls the whole story together. Here are some credits on the last page. 1152. Can you imagine a book? 1,152 pages. I can't even imagine how much time and energy went into composing this book, sorting it, organizing it, and making sure that it can be all printed and that everything turns out as perfect as it did. I'm very in awe and impressed with how this book is composed, and I can't wait to read every single page, absorb all of the art that's in it, and probably will read it a couple times. Because there's just so much to take in. I mean, it's a lifetime of work. Can you imagine? And here I'll just flip through a couple more random pages. And this is a page over her passing. So sad. I mean, to be so young. Everything to look forward to. Some more wonderful art from her. Another mermaid. Some more creatures. And her world, her story. I like how they've added everything like that into this book. And it's not just her art, but also her story, her life, what she did, what she accomplished, things she aspired for. I'm just so grateful that their family was able to create this book. And it is available, when available again, for shipping worldwide, I believe. So I'm now going to show you the contents of the book so you can see what every chapter is about. It's one more page. There we go. So if you want to pause here, you can see what every chapter covers, and it has some of her stories in it and her books and things from school and her schoolwork and everything like that, sketchbook things. I mean, they've really included just about everything you can think of to capture her life. And I'm hoping that all of those unfinished tales and the completed books are also in this book. But if not, I hope they re-release the books that she had made. There's a couple that I don't have, and I would really like to get those. But we'll see what the future brings. I'm hopeful that they will republish them. That would be really great. And this is the front cover. As you can see, it is massive. I mean, it's like the thickness of my hand. That is how big this book is. It is bigger than letter paper. It is bigger than an A4 sheet of paper. It's huge. It's really huge. And I am just really so thankful that I was able to get it. Again, I will link everything to her website, to her YouTube page, everything, so you can keep an eye on it. And if you want this book, be on the list so that you can sign up for it and get it as well. I just am at a loss for words at how great this book is, and I am just so honored to be able to have gotten it. I hadn't followed her for that long, but for the time that I was able to follow her, I still watch some of her old videos just to be inspired, and it's just such a great thing to have in my collection and be able to continue on being inspired by her artwork. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got to say, and I want to say see you in the next video, guys. Bye!